It's world-class players and perfect weather on an outstanding classic New England-style wooded course. What more could you want than this? It's a disc golf dream. 2024 Sunstein Open in 501 in Warren, Massachusetts, a B-tier Memorial Day tradition presented by Sunstein LLP, Disc Golf 978, you all know them. Our friends at Thought Space Athletics in Maine, who make great quality discs, and our media presenters, greatest media team, Rivas Marcons Craig and his team, as always. My name is Steve Abreu, and I'm joined by 2021 Grand Prix champion Kyle Moriarty. Kyle, who are we watching today?
Yeah, so first up on the card, we're going to have the man that needs zero introduction, Simon Lizotte. He is one of the greatest additions to the New England scene. We also have Harry Chace coming out of Rhode Island. And you can see down at the bottom, we have Josh DiBattista coming out of Maine. Some absolute studs. And then myself will be on the card, Kyle Moriarty, a.k.a. Wads.
Taking a wide stance there. Did you do that or just enjoy doing that?
Oh, it's all for the pleasure. No, it's all situational. It's a good tool to have in the bag if any players are watching that needs tips. Learn how to straddle putt here in New England. You need it.
All right. So that was a shot at Tournament Central and me sort of addressing a crowd before the tournament. This tournament is on the Sunstein Series, and you can follow along with the points race at sunsteinseries.com. We're playing the blue course in round one. And Simon Lizotte is about to start us off on hole one, a par 3, 368 feet, going to the blue basket to the right.
3 hours sleep.
Yeah, he tugs this one over a little bit. I think he's going somewhere around the Tesla speed kind of disc. The distance isn't as much of a problem for the pro field, but getting this tricky kind of angle out of the tee box, you can see there's definitely these very early trees you really want to avoid here.
What are you throwing?
I'm throwing a construct. This is an ethos construct, just trying to let that disc do the work and turn. And I certainly turned for sure. I was hyped up for this shot. Harry, he's got the ability to throw that speed 7, speed 8. He can really throw anything he wants here. He's got power for days.
He's pretty stable, never really turned, and he's out in the field. He's going to have probably a pitch up. I don't think he's going to have a look.
No, I think what happened was he saw Simon's drive kind of turn early. He saw my drive kind of turn a little bit, so he thought maybe the wind is a little bit stronger than we can feel off the tee box, and the wind never affected his disc because there really isn't wind.
So, Kyle, what's your general approach to this tournament and maybe playing 501?
Ooh, 501, the blue course is, I think, by far the hardest course in New England to putt. There are some holes where birdie is virtually impossible. Hole 1 is a hole where you're looking at, and if it's not your first hole, you're looking at your chops for the birdie. Being the first hole of the day, it's not really a tall ask, but it's a big ask. Pretty wide open. You can find some weird trees, as you see Simon and myself throw some up shots. You see Debo here have the ability to putt at the basket from distance. So if you throw a bad shot, you're still somewhat putting. Harry's going right off the band to start. He's letting us all know he came to play. He's going to throw some drives. He's going to be throwing some huge putts. And he's going to be hitting a lot of metal today.
So this hole came in as the second easiest. I think it's not the second easiest if this is your first hole of the day, because it is a demanding shot shape. But the scoring average was 2.83. Wow. But everyone here, I think, took a par to start.
Did you give them to Harry? Yeah. You came to my house and just...
Hole 2 is a par 4, and we're going to the blue basket, and it's probably a must-get birdie, I would think. One of the most must-get birdies on the course.
Yeah, this hole is, as a par 4, you're looking at it where there's a lot of players that are thinking, hey, this is a decent eagle opportunity for throwing a big blasting drive to give you a nice short chip up. You don't have to throw it super far to get the birdie, being only 485 feet. So this is a hole that every player is going to attack and get the 3.
And here's Simon sort of just watching it fly nicely through the gap and then turning the cameraman around. That's exactly what you want. He'll have a look for 2.
Yeah, we knew the cameras are definitely in a great spot. If you can get a cameraman to turn around, you know, Simon's used to the Disc Golf Pro Tour cameraman. They're used to filming Simon, so they know better to, you know, they're standing at the basket. These are just local guys. They're following us, so you're going to see them turn a lot when Simon's throwing. I throw that construct again, and I sneak through that wood line quite nice. Definitely a lot more shorter than Simon, but still looking at a nice easy 3. Where's Harry? Ooh.
He got a great kick. He caught early in the left, and it kicked him back right. And you did thread it through. I remember walking down the fairway looking for your disc in the junk on the right, but it found the fairway, no problem.
Yeah, this hole really is simple if you land in the fairway. Harry was just a little bit to the left where he wasn't quite comfortable, but he threw a really good second shot. He should be able to, you know, convert and still get his birdie. I'm just shipping up with a heart saying, hey, you know what? If it goes in for 2, awesome. Otherwise, keep it right there. Debo, simple. He should have this, no problem. This is a no-brainer for him. Even standing in some mud, he is talented.
Here's Simon's look for eagle. Everyone else looks like birdie is an opportunity. Simon's the only one with an eagle putt.
Yeah, this would be huge to get.
Not enough juice. He said on the first tee that he had had 3 hours sleep. I don't know if that's true or just an over-exaggeration, but he has a newborn daughter, and so that's part of the reason why he's playing this local tournament is because he's here taking care of his daughter, and so we're thankful for him for playing. But I think he's coming out, you know, par birdie, not too bad, but I think maybe he was just trying to shake off some rust.
Yeah, and you know, you look at that, it's when you're not resting well, and Simon's certainly not used to playing a 2-round tournament in the same day. So there's a lot that really kind of goes into this, and when you're used to playing 1-round tee time and being one of the top 10 players in the world, you get one of the latest tee times. When you're playing, you know, starting off at 9:30 in the morning, it's a huge difference when you're used to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And so you can see just what a dogleg right this hole is. It's a 262-foot dogleg right, par 3 to the blue basket. You're really trying to get what? Towards the green basket, park the green basket, and then give yourself a look?
I like just securing 3.
Oh, securing 3 you can play.
Simon was talking to me about it, and he was asking what I was throwing. I go, dude, I'm throwing a forehand. I am no help to you. So he went with a slightly faster disc, probably like that speed 7, speed 8, and he just pushed it too straight. Really unfortunate result for what seems like a really good throw. And this is my just chip up forehand, pushing it somewhere over towards green, try to beat that back tree line, and just play it for a 3. I've learned enough on this hole where it can get squirrely.
Yeah, there's not a lot of out of bounds on this course. There's definitely some. We'll get to some holes that are lots of out of bounds. But this is one of them where the basket has out of bounds on 3 sides. And that long out of bounds just snuck up and got Simon. You really don't have a lot of time. You have to get it turning very fast.
Yep. Yeah, and you see players like Harry and Debo here. I think they are both throwing putters off the tee box or mid, and you can see that's the difference where Simon threw a driver.
I thought the putter would glide, but
You can see the green basket right in front of Debo, blue basket further away. Oh, he gets hung up. There's an unexpected error that you would really not expect to see out of there.
Let's see if you can handle it a little bit better. And yep, just flashing by. You know, it's interesting. Debo chose that like long out and around. He did have an up the gap shot. Probably chose out and around because he thought it was safer and hit the guardian tree anyway, and so it didn't pay off.
One tree you never see.
Simon took his meter, and this is for par. And that is about the most Simon Lizotte thing you're ever going to see.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow, GMT on their socials, they posted the Simon somehow saves a 3, and it's ridiculous. He truly is. Not to say he's in a field of his own, but he's showing why he is one of the top players in the world. He can go out of bounds and then connect on a 50-foot putt when he has to.
Nice step putt there by Harry. That's really nice. The 2 in a row for Harry.
Wow. Yeah, Harry connected there. And that's about one of the better drives you'll see. You won't see a lot of drives get over that rock wall. And he was just short of it. Oh, Devo, just off the front rim.
The iron was unkind and a kind of a roll away that I'm sure he won't appreciate. He has some work to do for bogey.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. You go off that front cage, you just want it to drop straight down, not rolling. But, as a player, that's the mental toughness you have to show, and you have to keep fighting.
Okay, hole 4 on the scorecard says 345 feet.
Yeah.
But it plays 545 feet. I mean, it is a wall in front of you, straight vertical, and it's pretty intimidating from the tee box. So what's your strategy teeing off here?
This is a hole where you can, as a player like Harry, you can get aggressive and you say, hey, I think I can gain strokes on the field and try to get this 2. Or those players that don't have, I would say, 450 in distance in a straight line, because this is a tunnel shot uphill. If you don't have that kind of distance, you have to play for the 3, and you're just playing to stay somewhere in the middle. Harry's going to have a 55-foot putt from that top of the hill. It's a hard hole.
Yeah, Harry Chace has elite distance, and how many guys locally or in New England have his distance? 3, 4? I mean, it's a short list.
Yeah, I would say Harry's right up there with the longest throwers. He's up there with Simon. He's up there with Nick Economos. I really think that's it for distance people in the Northeast. I mean, Debo here, he is controlled. He throws this with a lot of angle, so he throws a lot of anti-risers, and it kind of force flexes to help him out. He's not a distance guy. I'm older. I used to be a further thrower, but now I'm kind of pushing back to more just staying steady and playing a more golf game.
still way short. Not way, but I think you're short of the pin. Yeah, 25, 30.
I think he left a little bit for his putt. Debo's, wow, fighting through the woods. Yeah, a little simple, soft heart. So here's Harry's drive, and this is for his 2.
Harry Chace.
Oh, he is special.
Harry Chace.
A little hop, but enough spin that it held the line the entire way. Just never, I mean, couldn't miss. Never had a chance of missing. Was online the entire time. Let's see if Simon can follow that line. Absolutely.
Oh, of course he does. Simon is not going to let Harry just absolutely destroy him. That's a very nice putt.
But Harry's 3 down through 4, having only parred 1, and has got to be pretty happy with that start for sure. There were only 3 birdies, as you saw: Nick Economist, Elijah Brandt, and Harry.
Wow. Yeah, that's about a dream start here in 501, getting 3 through 4. Hole 5 here, an absolute beautiful disc golf hole. Touch soft. Nobody's really going to be getting there for the 2, but you'll see some drives get up to that area where you have throw-ins. Simon had a great shot, a little negative reaction.
Tried. A little low anyway. That's okay.
You're just trying to blast straight. Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Nice ground play. And you'll have, what, maybe 150 from there?
Yeah, 100, 130, 140, something.
Come on. Yeah.
But it's treacherous. If you hit either way, if you go off the right side, there's a drop off there. So you really need to make sure you hit this gap. Otherwise, you're in trouble either way.
Yep. Yeah, for the pro field, this is a very simple hole. You know, you should be able to hit that 40-foot, 35-foot wide gap. No way.
I mean, come on. What just happened?
The words that I was saying before dream start, Harry is 5 down through 5. Eagles hole 5 with a huge forehand throw in. I believe that is a tactic that he threw in.
5 down through 5 on the blue course at 501. What?
Yeah, that's where you sit there. If you finish your round at 5 down, you feel great. Like, that's an incredible round.
Something crazy.
And you're 5 down through 5. Gross.
Let's see if you can repeat that.
I'm not going to. I'll tell you that right now. Don't expect that out of me. I play for birdies, not equals.
Well, it looks like you have a nice look at birdie, laid up, soft, sat soft, should be nice. Simon with a bid.
Yeah, Simon definitely plays for some eagles. He's got some really good touch.
Yeah.
Debo cleaning it up. Go, he's back.
Now, let me ask you this question. When you get out of the car this morning, are you thinking you're going to win this tournament? Are you trying to win this tournament? Is that the goal?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play a tournament if I didn't think I could win it. You know, going to some disc golf pro tour events and like worlds, it's a lofty goal to win, but you definitely set goals of, you know, for these local B tiers and knowing these courses, you're like, yeah, I'm playing to win. I'm trying to win this. Even though Simon's in the field, Simon's beatable. At a course like this, he's beatable. It's possible. It's a big ask for sure, but you know, if you're not playing and you're not thinking you can win, you know, you're probably not going to find yourself on top cards.
As straightforward as hole 5 was, we now have hole 6.
Yeah.
There's no line to this basket.
There's not much positive to say about this hole besides the scores, because the scores always come in positive here. You really don't come in under. Birdie on this hole is absurd.
Pretty perfect.
You can see this is a hole where you're playing placement off the tee.
It's just hard to have a disc fly when it's on that area.
It's not far. The angle is not hard. There's just a few too many trees, some out of bounds that's really limiting, and then the basket's elevated once you see we get further down. Insane holes to par. I don't get it. You're a stat guy. You have the numbers on this hole. What did it come in at?
Yeah.
This is the third hardest hole on the course. It was 0.66 over par, 3.66. I don't think there were any birdies.
Yeah. So I always have a. Oh no, he hit and went OB.
That's bad luck.
I've tried to mask over Harry going OB. I always have a major gripe with a hole if there's 0 birdies on it. You know, like it's okay if a hole plays hard, but if it's not getting birdied at all, you gotta really reevaluate what's happening here. And as amazing as the basket is, you really don't want to move the basket. You change the tee pad, change the par, cut some trees. Something has to give. Like,
I think you're right. We have 72 pro players playing in perfect conditions, including Simon Lizotte, and there wasn't a single birdie. So,
yeah. And you know, granted, Simon's playing mostly blind. He hasn't played the blue course. He can see it, but still, like for 72 pros and nobody gets the 2, it's mind-boggling.
what about just changing it to a par 4?
See, that's where you get to a lot of like disc golf weirdness, and it's like, do you really want to have a par 4 that's under 400 feet? Ugh. I let other people fight that battle.
Well, you are in for par, and you're gaining strokes with a 3, and so that's
I felt great. Felt great getting that par. Really tough second shot. A decent uphill, elevated basket putt there. You know, gained strokes on Harry, so didn't lose anything. Oh, we got one birdie.
One birdie. I wonder who birdied it. Owen Hamilton, of course.
Hey, kudos to Owen Hamilton. I guess me saying this hole sucks is foot my man.
I wonder what happened, how he got it. So Harry double bogey. He's back to 3. So his dreams start. You can wipe the eagle and 5 off with a double bogey. He's 3 under now.
Yeah, so we go from a pretty bad hole to an awesome hole. Hole 7 is great. Really forced Anheuser backhand off the tee. You see Simon throwing Tesla here. That was one of his new hummingbird ones. And it just stayed right on him. I'm throwing a Globe Bodum, so speed 7 disc. And I thought there was a little more wind watching Simon stay off to the right. And I kind of flattened up, and now I'm kicking way left.
Yeah.
That's a jungle.
This hole's very demanding. Not only is the angle difficult, but the amount of guardian trees off the tee is substantial.
Yes. Yeah, Devo, he threw a Sexton Firebird. I don't know what year, but he loves throwing overstable plastic on that forced Anheuser, so it just kind of flattened up a little too fast. Oh, it's still fun.
Not bad, yeah. Hit a guardian, but fought through.
Yeah, and you know, I'm in a jungle. I'm in some pretty thick stuff over here, trying to manufacture some sort of a line and hopefully getting up and down for a par. Oh,
stop.
Oh, yeah. I thought I threw it close, and then I saw where it landed. Oh no.
Oh no is right. That is right back down the hill for Harry. That's bad luck.
Oh, then you see, like, that's Harry's aggressive mindset. I'm not going to lay up something from 65, 70 feet. I'm going for it. Simon also went for that putt. You just can't tell with the bushes.
Once you get into the hilly terrain of 501, you can't really lay it. It's so hard to lay it up. There's so much stuff that can put your disc on edge near the basket.
Yeah, I mean, look at all these rocks and roots and bare dirt.
Nice putt from Debo.
Yeah, very good. That's a great free from where he was. Very far back. Had to throw that fairway quite a bit and connected.
Let's see if you can save your 3.
Yeah, this is probably, 35, 37 feet. He just never elevated it. Never pulled it up. Ooh, 4 birdies on this hole. That's not a lot of birdies, but pretty good. Look at those people. Joey A, Matt Coble, Lucas O, and Ryan Begley.
A nice shout out by GMT to have the, we're getting a little extra foot here.
What? Oh, we get to watch Lucas Oberheipster Smith. Let's see how he birdied it. Or, not Smith. Oberhyper Hess.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
He pinned it. That's how he birdied it.
Filthy. Nice shot.
All right, hole 8. Par 3 downhill into this circular shaped green with kind of muck all around it.
Yes.
Definitely one you'd like to birdie.
Yeah, definitely, footage wise, it's short, it's straight, but man, throwing straight downhill is really hard, especially trying to control the distance. Devo just kind of tugged a little bit. Simon threw what looks like a pretty good shot. I'm going to throw practice here. Hopefully you can just hold a nice straight line, have a little turn to it. And a little too much turn.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate kick to the right. This actually was the easiest hole on the course, averaging 2.82.
Yeah, and this hole has been played as an island in previous years, and this year it was played not as an island, which is very nice for us. Because anybody that's drive and didn't get to the, to that island is no longer OB. You don't have to go to a drop zone that's 60 feet away.
Which configuration do you prefer just to golf for the sake of golfing?
I think I like playing it as it is without the OB, because you can have some really nice shots that get punished for no reason. You throw a shot that just goes a little bit deep and it's OB, when that's, it's... But, at the same time, you throw a good shot, you should stick to green.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Nice putt by Simon. Held hot on the rim and drops in for birdie. It takes him to 3 under.
Yeah, that's excellent. 3 under for Simon. That's not bad playing blind.
I mean, 3 birdies and 5 pars, and he hasn't bogeyed yet.
How is that in?
Yeah, staying clean is pretty huge.
The only unblemished card on the feature card.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, straight to the heart from Harry.
Yeah, he's back. He's like, all right, I let you guys have some fun. I took a double. I took a single bogey. I'm back.
Randy.
All right, nicely done. Another crazy straddle. Probably to get around that tree, I assume, huh?
Yeah, that one tree that's right there that you probably shouldn't land behind. Yep, definitely. Wow, 23 birdies.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
All right, we are going to the hardest hole on the course, hole 9 blue. This hole is an adventure of a lifetime, especially if you're an amateur playing this hole. Let's see how the pros handle it.
Don't hit that one, dude. Yes. You don't suck. One tree to miss. Okay, we're playing. Nailed it.
Yeah, this hole, you really have to get past. You are not past the green basket. You are not looking to birdie. You're looking at instant par or worse. And there's rocks, there's trees, there's all sorts of things you got to get by. You got to just pipe this drive, just miss that tree that Harry just kind of nestled past. And hopefully you find a good look where the basket's not in the way. There we go.
So Harry's this fair?
Now, I said this was the hardest hole. That's the hardest hole scoring average. Scoring average 4.28, but that's to absolute strokes.
Yeah.
To par, it's right in the middle. But I think, I mean, this is definitely a pro day to par, because I will tell you that at Am Day and Women's Day, hole 9 blue was the talk of the town about how hard it was playing.
Yeah, it's a really hard hole, and you know, if you're not used to playing in elevation, if you don't know what that's like, and if you see par 4 only 522 feet, you really need to get here. Like, it is special. Like, you don't know what playing 522 feet and gaining 200 feet in elevation is. It is wild.
And there's a dogleg left. So to your point, you have to get to the green basket on the first shot, or at least on some shot, to just even try to get in. You could get stuck in that gully. If you hit one of the 2 guardian trees off the tee, you are in absolute danger scramble mode just to get back onto the course. Ooh.
What? Where Simon landed, he had to throw around the green basket. So even though it's not a tree, it's not a rock, he had to go around the basket as well. So now there's, you know, baskets in the way, trees in the way, and this is what he has left for a birdie.
Oh, just missed. So is this your birdie putt?
Yeah, this is my birdie putt. I had to
Wow.
remove that log. And I'm left with this 25-foot straddle putt from a bush.
Wow.
It's in.
I'd like to be your doubles partner, because I got there in 9.
Yeah. I would have saved you a lot of strokes.
That's a great birdie.
Yeah. Yeah, there was what did it just say? There were 6 birdies for that round there.
All right, that's it for the front 9. We should take a rest like most people do when they're at the 10th tee at 5:01. And we will hear the scores. Simon and Harry at 3 down, Kyle, Wad's Army at 2 down, and Josh at even par. That's our feature card score. And I think we'll recap you on the overall tournament scores when we come back. But stick around for the back 9. We have an exciting conclusion of this round 1. And Wads, it was a pleasure. We'll see you on the back 9.
Let's do it, man.